Look, put the credit card down. Seriously, if you're about to pull the trigger on a MacBook Air or, God forbid, a base model iPad right now, you are burning money. We just got a dump off code identifiers and supply chain manifest for March 2026. And if half off this is true, the used market is a butto crash hard. We're not looking at Aspirin Refresh with a new strap color. We are looking at a complete reset of Apple's entry-level pricing strategy. Up to those 7 SKUs are showing up in the database. But before you get excited, waiting to talk about what's actually happening with the silicon, because some of these specs sound borderline impossible for the price points being leaked. Let's start with the M5 MacBook Air. The supply chain chatter is putting this on shelves in early March. If you track the release cycles, this feels aggressive. The M4 Air landed March 2025, so we're on a 12-month cadence again. Design-wise, don't hold your breath. It's the same chassis, same 13-inch display. If you hated the notch before, you're still going to hate it. But the silicon is where things get weird. The leak claims the M5 isn't just a clock speed bump. Specifically, it points to a massive spike in NPU performance and ray tracing capabilities. Here's my issue with that. The MacBook Air is fanless. We've seen 2x rendering performance claims before, but on a passive cooling system, that usually means 2's performance for 3 minutes until it thermal throttles and crawls. The M5 is built on the next iteration of TSMC SNOD, likely N2 or an enhanced N3P, which should mean better efficiency. Beauty if they're pushing ray tracing this hard on the entry-level chip. Heat dissipation is going to be the bottleneck. We saw benchmark leaks for ABSM5 identifier, likely an internal test unit for the Pro tearing through numbers that look great on paper. But in a thin aluminum enclosure without a fan, I'm skeptical about sustained loads. Great for bursts, great for web browsing, but didn't expect to be rendering for timelines without the chassis getting uncomfortable. Now, the iPad 12 General. This is where the leak stops making sense. The code snippet discovered by Macworld references the A19 chip. Let it sink in. The A19 is the silicon destined for the iPhone 17 Pro flagship later in the year. Putting that chip in the budget education-focused iPad, that's cannibalization 101. Usually the base iPad gets a hand-me-downs, an A17 or A18 at best. If they actually drop on a 19 in a $350 or $400 tablet, you're really looking at a device that outperforms 90% of laptops on the market for peanuts. Why would they do this? Yields. It's possible TSMC's yields on the A19 are weird, and Apple has a surplus of chips that didn't make the thermal-cut 4 phones, but work fine in a larger iPad chassis. Or the leak is wrong and it's Abend A18. But if the A19 rumor holds, you're getting 42% faster single-core speeds. It supports the 8 GB RAM theory too, which they need for the on-device AI features they're forcing into iPad OS. That, if this happens, buying an iPad Air becomes a very hard sell, unless you desperately need a laminated screen. Speaking of hard sells, let's talk about iPhone 17. I hate the name. It sounds like a Samsung mid-ranger from 2014, but the specs are undeniable. This is the ESSA replacement we've been waiting for. The leak claims $599. For that, you lose the home button. Finally, you get the dynamic island and you get the A19. Again, the A19. If this phone launches in March with the A19, it's launching before the main iPhone 17 lineup in September. That's unprecedented. Usually, the budget phone gets the old chip. If the budget phone launches with a new chip first, Apple is terrified of the mid-range Android market. The camera leak mentions an 18-megapixel center stage unit. That's clearly the front-facing sensor. The rear is likely the standard 48MP shutter V scene, but center stage on a phone is interesting for content creators. The big win here is the bezel reduction. The chunky bezels of the XR and 11 era are gone. It's basically an iPhone 16 chassis repurposed. If you're sitting on an iPhone 11 or 12, this is the Exitramp. But here's the curveball, the wild card. Rumors of a 12 inches MacBook revival have been circulating for years, but this specific leak has a model identifier, J700. The price, $599, the kicker. It's running an A series chip, an iPhone chip. The leak suggests an A18 Pro or A19 Pro inside a laptop body. Technically, this works. The transition from M series to a series in huge architecture. Wise. They're at cousins, but software support is the nightmare. Does it run full Mac OS? If it does, how does an A series chip handle the memory bandwidth required for desktop multitasking? Or is this a Chromebook killer running a locked-down version of Mac OS? The leak says Mac OS 26.3, which implies the full OS. If Apple sells a $600 laptop that runs full Mac OS, has 20-hour battery life because it's soft-phone chip and weighs 2 pounds. They kill the Windows laptop market under $800 overnight, but they also kill their own iPad sales. It's a dangerous product. I'll believe it when I see it. Specifically regarding the A series part, it makes more sense to brand Ace and M5, a cut-down version of the M5 with fewer GPU cores. Then there's the iPad Air M4. This feels like the safe bet, the boring update. It gets the M4 from the Pro, likely the bin version. It gets Wi-Fi 7. It's a spec bump. The only reason to buy this over the Pro is price. And the only reason to buy it over the base iPad is the laminated screen and Apple Pencil Pro support. If base iPad really gets the A19, the iPad Air occupies a very awkward middle ground. It's the upsell device. You walk in for the $400 iPad. You see the non-laminated gap, and the genius convinces you to spend $200 more for the Air. Classic ladder pricing. So what is the strategy here? Why drop all this in March? Apple is looking at the economy that high-end sales are softening. People aren't upgrading their $1,500 phones every year anymore. So they're pivot hard to the $600 price point. A $599 iPhone, a $599 laptop, and a super-powered budget iPad. They want volume. They want to lock you into the ecosystem with hardware that is too cheap to ignore, so they can milk you on services for the next 5 years. If you are an EA student, or you're running a small business, or you just want a computer that works, wait 3 weeks. Even if 12 inches MacBook is a myth, the M5 Air and the iPhone 17e are going to reset the price to performance ratio. Don't buy the M3. Don't buy the iPhone 16. Just sit on your hands. I'm going to bet tracking the supply chain manifests daily. So, if anything changes on that A19 chip rumor, I'll post an update. Let me know in the comments. Would you actually buy a laptop with a phone chip inside, or is that a deal breaker?